This is a position versus time graph, and we can see that position is here on the y-axis and time in seconds is on the x-axis. When we play the video, you'll see the motion of the man here that made this graph. But before we do that, I'd like you to try to predict what kind of movements did the man make to achieve this type of graph on a position versus time graph. Now that you've made your predictions, let's go ahead and see the actual motion of the man. There's a blue line that will follow along on the graph to show you where on the line we are as the man is doing his motion. This position versus time graph is a little more complicated. Again, take a few moments to come up with your predictions for what type of motion would make this graph. Then we'll watch the playback and see if we're right. This is the last graph we're going to do before we get on to our next activity. As you can tell, it's a little more complicated than the others. Think about what you've learned about graphing so far and what the lines on this graph could mean.